Steve Beeson with American Iron Works. We're very excited about a new product that we have coming out. We're going to call it the pipe capsule. We do a lot of testing here at our facility, testing the various type of restraints on the 1502 pressure pumping iron. We have a method where we can cause a failure on the piping and cause it to fail around 16,000 psi in nitrogen. When the pipe comes apart, we'll see how our different type of restraints react. And one of the things that we were noticing during the testing, that even if we were able to restrain the pipe during a failure, we were seeing a lot of debris flying. It would be especially bad out on a gravel location. We noticed that during the explosion, even if we did contain the pipe, that 50 to 60 feet in both directions, there was some high-speed velocity of 4x4s and gravel, and kind of put our thinking cap on and tried to come up with a method of converting that energy into the atmosphere away from the employees. And what we've came up with, and so far the testing has been very impressive. We've got a new device called the pipe capsule. It has a hinge on it and it'll go around the hammer union area. And this pipe capsule will have three benefits. It will work as a type of a lockout tagout system that will prevent an employee from striking a hammer union while it's under pressure. We've heard of cases to where a hammer union will be leaking and an employee will hit it with a hammer and the pipe will come up and strike them and injure them. It will also work as a hobble system. When it clamps around the hammer union, most failures are in the hammer union on this 1502 iron. It's either going to be in the hammer union or in the Chickson area. So it will secure that hammer union like a hobble clamp. When there is a failure, the pipe can only come out a ½ inch. One of the biggest benefits to it, I feel like, is where it's exhausting the energy into the atmosphere away from the employees, to where it's not picking up gravel and 4x4s and shooting them up or downstream. Another thing that we like about it, if you have a failure on a pipe, and say for instance this piping here goes back to your wellhead, and there's a lot of volume or a lot of capacity on this side and not very much over here, generally the pipe will propel in that direction wherever the most gas is coming out of. Say for instance, if there was a lot larger area down on this side here, the pipe is going to propel in this direction. With the pipe capsule, since we're diverting that energy into the air, we know from testing on this 2-inch with a failure at around 15,000 psi, we're creating around 30,000 pounds of thrust on our restraints. By deflecting or by channeling this energy, this gas into the air, it is putting 30,000 pounds of force holding that pipe down. It's really worked wonderful so far during the testing. So take a look at some of the videos. If you have any additional questions, give us a call. I feel like this product here is going to make it a much safer working environment out on location, especially with your energized fluids. They have such a potential for taking projectiles of gravel 4x4s and sending them into employees. That this new apparatus here, I really feel like it's going to be a benefit to making it a safer location. So if you have any additional questions, give us a call. Thank you very much.